I'm back for a long overdue video, but I wanted to touch on this subject because I've been getting a lot of questions on it in my DMs, in person, people being like, why are you not at Marymount anymore? What's going on? So we're gonna address that today. Before we jump in, if you want to know where I am right now, go watch my previous video, which is going to be the dorm tour on the NYU 2nd Street dorms. This is where I am with my dog. But yeah, we're just going to get right into it, I guess. So when I was applying and auditioning for schools back in, 2019, I think, I had NYU as the top of it was like my reach school. It was NYU Tisch. Then it was Montclair State University is my number 1. Manhattan School of Music is my number 2. Marymount was my number 3, and then was like Pace, some other schools, I don't remember. But NYU was like been the dream since I was like 14, and so I really wanted to go there. But as many people know, it's like a bajillion dollars to go here. So I was always worried that my family wouldn't be able to afford it if I went, and it wasn't really a conversation that I had with my parents about that, which I should have probably at the time. I've been like, yeah, so like if I get in, like, can I go? Like, you know, that sort of thing. And so when I was going through auditions and everything, I got through the first round of auditions with NYU Tisch, and then I chickened out. And I was like, you know what, I don't think I want to audition or continue auditioning, because if I don't get in, it's going to break my heart. But if I do get in and can't go, it's gonna hurt even more. So I was like, why would I waste my time, you know? So after having the conversation with my parents, they were like, okay, like, you know, you gotta do you, it's your choice, your decision. And so I stopped my audition process with NYU. I honestly regret that. I really do. But I also regret not doing the research beforehand. Not knowing that there were 2 musical theater programs at NYU, that there was NYU Steinhardt Musical Theater Vocal Performance, and that there was the NYU Tisch Drama Musical Theater Department. I only thought NYU Tisch Drama was like, I thought BFA Musical Theater was what I had to do, and I'm not a strong dancer, so I didn't know there was another option that was BM, Musical Theater Vocal Performance, that has minimal dancing. I mean, it has dancing, we're still required to do it, but it's not as hands-on with it as that. It's more acting through song and singing and like vocal technique and vocal pedagogy, which is more my thing. So do your research, everyone, before you get into auditions and applying for schools, because I really regret not doing that. But anyways, Marymount was my first ever college audition. It was a great audition experience, honestly. It was probably one of my favorites. And it was a group setting, so I got to hear other people sing, I got to watch other people perform, do their monologues. It was really fun, and it was a very uplifting group of people, and even people that I met at that audition that didn't end up going to Marymount with me, I'm still sort of in communication with, or like keeping tabs on their life, like seeing how amazing they're doing. So I'm very grateful for that experience. But after I finished with my audition process, honestly the only program I got into for musical theater was Marymount. It was the first one that I auditioned for, first one that I got into, and so because it was my number 3 school at the time, I was like, okay, let me knock off all the bottom schools on my list because I'm already in one of my top schools. So I did. I was like, I'm not gonna audition for whatever school. I still auditioned for Pace, even though I personally wasn't very interested in Pace, but it's a good program, good school, so I figured why not, what's to lose. Didn't get in, but I ended up auditioning for 4 schools in total, which was Pace, Montclair State University, Manhattan School of Music, and Marymount. I only got into Marymount, and I didn't get into the others, so I kind of had to go to Marymount. It's just, for me personally, I didn't find the program to be fulfilling. I wasn't happy. I didn't feel like I was learning a lot. I felt like it was just kind of, I don't know, it's hard to kind of put it into words, like how it felt. But the one thing I know that I really do not like, will never like about the program is the size of it. There's way too many people, not enough performance opportunities. This is my opinion. Other people love the school, other people thrive at the school. I didn't, and that's okay. You know, everyone has their place and everyone will find that. But it was kind of crappy to see that there was 2 musicals a year and like 400 musical theater majors to compete with for like 30 spots in a show, not even. And it was a lot of similar people getting roles, which is fine, but my opinion on educational theater is that it's educational, and that if you're going to be in a program, you should have the opportunity to perform in said program. Like, I know people who graduated from Marymount with no credits, and I know people who graduated with 1 credit from Marymount and it was shoved to the end of their senior year, which was already a very busy time of year for a student. So I was kind of like, I'm not happy here, like I don't like it. I didn't feel like I was in school. I didn't feel like I was at college. I was also a COVID freshman, so that didn't help either. And then I lived off campus sophomore year, and I just was still just not fulfilled. I was like, there's no performance opportunities. Classes were Some of the professors were interesting, to say the least. I did have problems with one professor in terms of ableism. She was also misgendering and using dead names for other students in the class. It was very disrespectful. She was just very disrespectful. So honestly, if I didn't have her as a teacher, I don't know, it could have been a different experience, but I did not like what I received from her, and then how I went through that with the school. It was not a good situation, and I constantly was like let down by the school, let down, and just even the stuff that they'd either said or that they hadn't said that I was looking for in a school that would fit me. Again, this is all personal opinion. Like, some other people thrive at Marymount, and some people do great at Marymount, and some people it's the right place for them. Not for me. And that's okay. So I decided about month through, maybe beginning of my sophomore year, to reapply to NYU. And I had heard about through a couple people that I'd seen on TikTok and that I follow on TikTok that they were in Steinhardt. I was like, what the hell is Steinhardt? So I did my research this time and I figured out that Steinhardt is the musical theater vocal performance program. And after doing more research on their curriculum and just the general layout of the program, I was like, wow, why did I know about this before? This seems perfect. This seems like it fits me. And so I was kind of like, screw it, I'll do it. And I wrote my essay the night before the application was due, sent in the application, and then I had very bad laryngitis quite a few times my first semester of sophomore year at Marymount. And so I had to film my pre-screens with laryngitis. But I was like, you know what, to put a positive spin on it, if they accept me with laryngitis, then I hope I'll just make them more proud that they accepted me when I'm not sick. So I was like, well, it can't get any worse than this, so screw it. And I sent it in, and on December something, beginning of December, first week, I got the email, and I cried. I hysterically cried. I had a meltdown. I was like, oh my god. I was on FaceTime with my voice teacher from Marymount, and we were both just like sobbing. I didn't have this reaction when I got into Marymount. Like, I didn't. And I just don't think Marymount was ever the place for me. I think it was, at the time, the place I needed to be. I met some of the most amazing people I know. I've met some of the worst people I know from Marymount, and that's okay. It's all a learning process. It's all a journey. It's all experience. And if I didn't go to Marymount, who knows? I might not have been at NYU today. If I got into Montclair or Manhattan School of Music, who knows? I might not have been here. And it's crazy to think about, but it's all about personal preference. And I guess just the message of this video would be to follow your heart and to not give up. Like, don't chicken out of your dream. And Fiora wants to say hi, but just don't chicken out of your dream. No matter what the price is, like, it's okay, take out loans. Everyone else at NYU is doing it, even if we can't afford it. It's an expensive school, and I get it, and it's hard, but don't let that get in the way of what will make you happy. Don't let other people's views get in the way of what will make you happy, because although I've had some mental health struggles in the past 6 months, I've never been happier. I'm even more excited and anxious and nervous and about everything, about starting classes again this semester, but I just know that I'm in the right place now, and that's what matters. Just don't settle either, and don't be afraid to transfer. Don't be afraid. I mean, I know it can be scary to have that conversation with your parents or guardians or whoever's financially supporting you, or having that conversation with yourself about being like, am I happy? Am I in the right place? Is this where I'm meant to be? Because the answer could be no, and the answer could be yes, but don't be afraid to try something different. And if it doesn't work out, college is always there. You know, there's a million other schools in the world for you to go to and you to try. So just do it. It ended up being the most rewarding and fulfilling thing, and I'm now, I mean, maybe having to graduate a semester later, but that's okay, because I'm finally pursuing what I love. I'm finally learning. I'm finally seen. It's a smaller group of people, so there's more hands-on experience. It's more attentiveness from professors. The accommodations I've been getting from the school have been phenomenal. Any assistance I need with any classes are like touch of a button. It happens. And I feel like I'm at college. I really feel like I'm getting the college experience here. Like, I know I haven't had my first like full year at the school yet. I've only had a semester, but just looking at my calendar for things that I have to do this semester, I am nervous, but I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to be taking you guys along on the journeys that I go on. I'll probably do like a week in the life of a MT vocal performance major. I'll do probably like a vlog about rush season, because I'm going to be rushing a sorority, which is never something I thought I would say. So yeah, I mean, find your place, find what makes you happy. Marymount wasn't that place for me. It might be the place for you, it might not. But I hope this answers everyone's questions because I kind of rambled about why I love NYU and why I didn't love Marymount. But again, it's personal preference. So hopefully you guys find the place, or have found, or did find the place for you to continue your education or start your education. Because I finally did. It took a year and a half, but I got there. Yeah, I mean, if anyone else has any other questions about NYU, about Marymount, about whatever, just comment it down below, DM me on Instagram, DM me on TikTok, like, reach out to me however you can, and I'm more than happy to answer them. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to follow me along on whatever other crazy stuff I do this semester, just subscribe down below. If you want to stay updated, just follow me on all my social medias. I'll link those down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.